Good morning, Vinyl Community. Happy Wednesday. It's me, JC, and I'm here to tell you what so far is my favorite album of this year and do a little record review. I don't normally, a lot of times I don't really do deep dive and reviews on one albums, but when something really jumps out at me, I love to do it. So I'm going to do that today. But before we get started with that, I did want to mention that Leather Duchess, this great LA hard rock, sleaze metal, heavy metal band, has a new album coming out, and they're actually selling a test pressing on eBay right now. So you could be the first person to hear their new album. If you want to go and bid on that test pressing, that'd be fantastic. The boys in this band are so cool. Their music is fantastic. I totally recommend it. I can't wait for the new album. So yeah, if you could do me a favor, go over there, check it out, maybe place a bid. All right, guys. So now let's talk about my favorite album of the year so far. And that is going to be Clutch, Sunrise on Slaughter Beach. So, first off, besides the overall packaging is amazing, the sound quality is amazing, I'm just going to really talk about the songs. I remember being a kid and No Rest for the Wicked from Ozzy Osbourne came out, and I ran to the local mall and grabbed it on cassette, and I brought it home, and me and my brother Dan were listening to it, and after every song we're like, oh my god, that song was killer. Oh man, that song was killer. That song was killer. By the time we got to the end, we were like, we thought every single song was killer on the album. That's exactly how I feel about this album. The first time I played it, every single song I felt was killer. So it starts off with Red Alert, Boss Metal Zone, which I actually have a music video for. Check it out. Obviously Neil Fallon has tremendous lyrics. Aaron recommends that because he's like the biggest Clutch fan I know, that you read along with the lyrics as you're listening to it. I do recommend that because some of the lyrics are so witty and unique. They definitely... It adds something to the song. It definitely does. But that song just totally kicks ass. I've listened to it a ton. I've streamed this album so many times. Then they go into Slaughter Beach, which is just as good as Red Alert, Boss Metal Zone. I can tell you that right now. Easily could be a single off this album. Just a hard rockin' tune. They go into Mountains of Bone, which is a very unique song. It's got like this haunting guitar riff that kind of goes through the song. It's a great song. It does take it down a notch from the two, I feel like, just really fast, heavy songs to start the album. And then they go into three of probably my favorite songs on the album. It's like all after another. It's Nosferatu Madre, which is... He talks about being accused of being a witch on the Mayflower, and he talks about Plymouth Rock, which is great because that's like right up the road, right? I go to Plymouth Rock and be there in an hour, which is so cool. Then Mercy Brown, which is just another great one. And the way these songs fold into each other is just amazing. And then We Strive for Excellence, Pledge Allegiance to the Denim Flag. And it's just he's talking about being a kid and trying to outdo Evel Knievel and lighting off pyro, and he builds a ramp with 2x4s he finds, and my favorite line, he's like, "You're a Boy Scout, right? I think I'm in need of a tourniquet." So, like, they're obviously getting injured. And as a kid, I did tons of stupid things. I can't believe I'm alive. Like, we totally were daredevils as boys, me and my friends. That's unbelievable that we're still here. Skeletons on Mars, another great one. Three Golden Horns, where he says, "Oh hell, what's the use? Jazz music corrupts our youth." It's like such a great chorus. And I was trying to explain to my son that, like, since the beginning of time, whatever music was the not the parents' music, it was corrupting our youth. So whether it was jazz, whether rock and roll, whether it was rap, whether it was hip hop, heavy metal, it's always the outsider music. And I love that line. And then they end with Jackhammer Our Names, which is very much like a Nick Cave type of song. Maybe off something like Murder Ballads. Obviously, much different voice. Nick Cave has such a unique voice. I'm not saying that. But just the way the song is layered, It's a haunting song. It's great. So I give this my highest recommendation. Sunrise on Slaughter Beach. If you have not picked it up, go stream it. It is fantastic. Read the lyrics along. At least check out We Strive for Excellence. That song gets me so freaking pumped. I think it's easily one of my favorite songs of the year, and this is easily one of my favorite albums of the year. So go check it out.